Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
We are concerned about troubling and irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these things simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Well, I was trying to vacuum, and I just found tiny little balls of mercury in my carpet for no apparent reason. And this is the reason that I don't ever vacuum.
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower. Please, Daniel. Who's that? Who is that? Get out of here! Get out of here! There's a guy outside. Look.
This lake in the US hides some scary secrets. 6 sets of human remains were found at Lake Mead within the last year, one of them in a barrel. It had been there for over 40 years. They were discovered now because the lake has shrunk massively in recent years. In January, it was down to just 28% of its former capacity. The reason for this is a long-term drought that experts say has gotten worse due to climate change. Lake Mead used to be America's biggest reservoir. Scientists say the water level might get so low in a couple of years that water cannot flow through the Hoover Dam anymore. Cities, farmers, and indigenous tribes in the Southwest would lose a vital water source. Then scary secrets hidden at the bottom of the lake will be the least of their worries.
Again, once again, briefly, just either describe or note that aircraft that are being witnessed, particularly by the 30 folks that you're working with, are essentially outside the scope of anything that we know of today and the technology we have today. Mr. Graves, Mr. Fravor?
Yes, the objects that are being seen by commercial pilots are performing maneuvers that are unexplainable due to our current understanding of our technology and our capabilities as a country. And that applies for the military as well.
Mr. Fravor?
Yeah, I concur with that. We have nothing that can stop in midair and go the other direction, nor do we have anything that can, like in our situation, come down from space, hang out for 3 hours, and go back up.
Thank you. My last question, and sometimes I know that you have also said some of these answers in the past, but we're trying to get them on the public record as well, which is really important. Mr. Grish, finally, do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
And where?
I know the exact locations, and those locations were provided to the Inspector General and some of which to the intelligence committees. I actually had the people with the firsthand knowledge provide a protected disclosure to the Inspector General.
Thank you. And Mr.
Things look very different in California right now.
Yep, this is a real hole in China, and the creepy hole is about to affect everyone. China recently just announced that they will be drilling a huge hole through the earth starting in Xinjiang. It will be up to 11,000 meters or almost 37,000 feet deep, and it's going to change everything.
Beijing is digging a hole. It's not just any other hole. It will be over 32,800 feet deep.
This hole will be the size of 26 Empire State Buildings, and if you were to free fall, you'd fall for a minute. Currently, the largest hole was dug by the Soviet Union at 12,000 meters or 40,000 feet, and it took them 20 years. However, China says they will reach their 10,000 meters in only over a year, and given the new technology, the heat may not be a problem. Many claim China wants to drill through the earth so they can reach us faster. China says the point of this hole is for scientific exploration. And if you want to know if Hollow Earth is real, we may know very soon, as China will soon be able to find out if there's any life that exists beneath the surface. And I'm assuming some oil would be a plus. So, is this a good thing or a waste of time?
What did I just find? This scared me so much I actually feel sick. It just gets worse, so please stop watching if you're easily freaked out. OMG, I missed this guy first time.
I found this little basement. It's freaking weird. Oh my god!
Now look at this.
Wait for it.
Shit.
С крыши упала плита прям только.
Shit.
Terrifying Ways to Go, episode 25, The Gears of Hell. So back in January of 2022, a couple of guys working for a company known as Higby Salva LP had been conducting maintenance on an escalator. Now essentially the pair had split up, with employee number 1 installing running lights down below, while the other was working up top in an area known as the pit. This is a small confined space that not only allows access to be able to lube up the system, but it also contains the drive unit, or, for lack of better words, the mechanism that powers the escalator, sending it in rotation. Now it's important to note, there was little to no communication between the pair up to this point, and at around 9:52 a.m., employee number 1 energizes the system, while employee number 2 is still inside the pit. Employee number 2 was then caught between the gears and the step chain, which in turn began dragging him towards a much smaller, tighter space, all the while becoming more and more compressed the deeper it pulls him in. And although employee 1 tried to hit the emergency stop, it was just simply too late and there was nothing they could do. Official cause of death: blunt force trauma. Further investigation would show Higby Salva LP, the company at fault, did not have a permit to enter that confined space, nor had they been using lockout-tagout procedures, and as a result, they were slapped with about $32,000 in fines. In addition to this, Higby Salva LP dissolved roughly 1 year later, going down as one of the most.
May 17th, 2018. Construction workers are underground working on a government building project. Inside what seems like an ordinary tunnel, something incomprehensible happens that none of them have ever seen before.
It's as if the tunnel has come alive and it's breathing.
The tunnel seems to move as a cloud, repeatedly and very suddenly, appearing and disappearing. Workers who witness it are terrified, including Juan Antonio Sanchez.
La tierra empezó a rugir como de un león. Eso produce mucho temor porque en cualquier momento uno creía que el túnel se podía derrumbar o que podía... Temimos mucho por nuestras vidas.
Footage of the weird pulsing energy baffles scientists.
There's also this booming sound.
Orang macam ada orang tengah buat itu kan? Betul. Kau tanya viewer.
Kau tadi cakap ada orang yang datang kemari mau dukun.
Ya, bunyi orang itu kan? Dengar?
Kan?
Ya.
Sekarang kau minta ada orang ritual. Kau takut.
Jom, tengok ni. Macam ada orang itu dalam ni.
Sekarang kau takut. Kemana itu? Coba.
Okey, nampak? Weh, betul ni. Apa? Matikan lampu kau. Kenapa? Nampak? Tu. Mana? Astaghfirullahaladzim, la ilaha illallah. Apa itu? Hei! Hei, siapa kau? Tengok. Hei! Bang? Ada satu bilik kat dalam. Hah? Ada satu bilik. Dah.
Jangan ganggu.
Jom kita tengok dekat. Tengok dekat.
Masih mau ganggu?
Ada satu bilik kat dalam. Ya, kita pergi confirmkan dulu.
Masih mau ganggu? Jangan ganggu. Keluar kau, siapa kau? Hei.
Ada satu bilik tertutup, geng.
Hei, mana salah nak? Hei.
Kau pergi ya, pergi serang.
Hei, keluar kau. Mana salah nak? Enggak satu orang nih, Bang.
Diam jap, kita tengok. Intip
aja, intip.
Masalahnya tak ada pintu. Coba kau matikan lampu.
Intip.
Matikan lampu jap.
Ritual Pak itu Pak.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Ritual lah.
Iya. Awas kau, samping kau tuh, samping kau.
Wih, maju terus. Maju terus, Di. Aku mau lihat, Di. Aku tak pernah lihat begini, Di.
Nggak pakai baju, nggak pakai celana loh, aja kesorong lo itu gila kau ini.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Lah itu nggak pakai baju, nggak pakai celana lo itu.
Mana nih?
Harus ke band.
Oh, ke depan.
Tak pakai baju, tak pakai celana itu. Enggak, aku hindar kamera.
Tiga.
Keluar kau.
Hei, manusia! Biadab kau! Sini kau! Hei, jangan lari kau! Hei! Biadab! Aduh. Bubarang! Kau punya betul-betul lah, hei! Astagfirullahaladzim! Allahu Akbar! Bengong otak aku macam gini.
Maaf ya, kau jangan panik gitu. Singkat mukanya.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Jangan panik.
Betul. Hah? Betul.
Son a las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chicas, no mames, mira esa madre. No mames.
This is not real. Nobody is real. You're dreaming. Wake up.